Let's get Scotty G back in here. We'll see what's going on. Sorry about that. Especially sorry to Kevin. I don't know what happened. Whew. What a day. Get that reset. Man, the internet went down. Like totally went down the whole house.
Dude, I loved it though. Like I didn't think anyone could hear me, so I was just kind of like sitting there, and then people were like, "Scott, we still see you moving."
Well, because as soon as the internet came back up, like I could see like all the comments in the chat just go, and it was like Scott takeover. Scott, it was like, this is great. I was like,
yeah, like it was a bunch of like questions about like golf handicaps, favorite meals at Olivia's, DVC. I was like, dang, like these are rapid fire questions. I loved it. Like that could have been a show right there.
Totally. You should have done that.
I really loved seeing the questions.
Oh, there's your link for your shirt.
Oh, sweet.
Chris has it. Found the outfit for the 50th. Amscan gold hip hop track jacket. Halloween costume.
I can't click on it from the host. I'll have to like find it later, but
that's funny.
Yeah, I think I was in the middle of talking about why I think Harmonious is I'm going to enjoy Harmonious more, and then all of a sudden like you cut out. I'm like, dang it, I'm probably frozen again, so I just like kind of stopped talking.
No, that was totally.
And then I realized, like, oh shoot, I'm still out here.
Yeah, the entire internet went out. Like, dude, everything went out. My phone, my computer, everything. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. My internet's usually pretty good. Hey, Nicole. Anyway, so
you have to do some editing on that.
Yeah, we'll edit it. So okay, let's just close it out though. So let me close that, because I got to figure out what's going on with that. Hopefully it doesn't. Oh, but well, I'll ask you. Hang tight till I close this out. All right. Well, hey, we're gonna. Yeah, it's too loud now. Yeah. I gotta write this down.
One take, Mikey.
Yeah, this isn't one take, Mike today. 55:30. All right. Well, we apologize for those technical difficulties, especially apologize to our good friend Kevin. He just had such great comments that our internet went totally out in our entire house. I mean, everything all of a sudden gone. So we apologize for dropping Kevin's call there, but we are going to get back together here in a couple of weeks to talk about all the fun that was had down at the 50th celebration. We've arrived. We'll be down there this coming weekend again. Please give us a follow on the social media. I'm going to be at BRGuestMike tweeting all kinds of stuff, but follow me on Instagram. My Instagram does feed my Twitter, so either place you'll get the content, but Instagram, it goes first.
You know what bugs me about that, though? Like, it bugs me too, is that like when you, because I want it to like feed to everything, right? When you post to Instagram, but when it goes to Twitter, like it doesn't pop the image. You know, you have to click on a link, and that's always bugged me about Twitter.
But you know what? Here's the thing, too. Sometimes it does. Like,
really?
Like every fifth time it'll show the picture. I don't know why. Like I cannot figure that out. Sometimes it will show the picture, but probably 80% of the time it won't.
You have to click on a link and it bugs me. Or else I would feed my Instagram to Twitter more too, personally, if it did, but I don't know. Maybe I should just do it anyway.
Exactly. And it used to feed, I can't remember. Twitter used to feed Facebook, all that stuff. But anyway, Instagram is a place to go. But Twitter is, just a good place to kind of keep up on everything. It's like the news feed for the week. So check that out again at Epscott for great content over there as well. And of course, we'll get lots of 50th anniversary palm trees at Palm Trees of Disney for you as well. We're just excited to get down there and share all the historical information and come back and be able to talk about this. You have a question about where was a good place to see the fireworks. Hopefully we'll have some more information on that. Some of the new, attractions like Ratatouille, the restaurants. Scott will have, firsthand information, staying at the Contemporary, the new rooms, and the whole setup over there. So lots of new stuff. So we can come back and talk about that here on the show. So we always appreciate you hanging out with us on Sunday nights. These are fun shows because we all get together, kind of wrap up the weekend, talk about, we don't know what we're going to talk about. It's all up to you. And that's what makes it so much fun for us. Don't forget, these shows always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. So when it comes time for your next vacation, we'd sure love to help you out with that. So just drop by themagicforless.com, fill out that free, no obligation quote form, and an agent will get back to you right away. So please do drop by themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link when you shop online, beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. That one extra click does mean a lot to us. So please click through if you're shopping for the 50th to get down there. Any of that little stuff you need, beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you sincerely to our patrons. You've allowed us to make it through 2020 and here in 2021. It's because of your support. We've been able to do these live shows. We've been able to do the 3 other shows during the week. We've been able to keep it going, and we've expanded the show. This show's had the best years in the last 18 months. We've had more downloads than ever, and it's because of your support. So sincerely, thank you for that. Our patrons also get Mike in the Midwest every Thursday. So if you want to check that out, just visit patreon.com/be our guest podcast. Any last words, Scott, before we head down this week? What do you got?
Just excited. Yeah, I try to post a lot to Epscot. I've been posting a lot more lately, just in preparation for the big trip. But yeah, I'll be posting tons of stuff. Comment. I love having that interaction, like socially. If you can't be there, like that's where you can reach us, and we love to interact as much as we can. And can't wait to get down there and see you, Mike. It's been too long. It's only been a couple months, but it's been too long.
No, seriously, it's gonna be so much fun. And hey, here's the thing. My first few trips when I went down, I was showing this to Scott earlier before we started recording. I'm actually bringing this because I want to show this. I might even wear this one of the days because this is all about celebrating the history of Walt Disney World while we're down there. And this is, I think October 1st, October 2nd. I mean, I say this in the most loving way possible. It's going to be like all the Disney nerds. Like, this is going to be the people who love being at Walt Disney World. We know about the 5-legged goat. Who knows about that stuff, right? Us. I mean, seriously. Okay. Many people don't know about Mouse Fest. You had to have been, in the Disney community for quite a while. You had to have kind of been listening to podcasts, stuff like that. I mean, it's even before a lot of other folks' time. It was right when I got into listening to podcasts and starting our show. So I have our very first time we went to Walt Disney World as a podcast. We had started the show in March. Mouse Fest was this gathering of Disney fans in December at Walt Disney World. It was the very last Mouse Fest, by the way. We went and we put it out of business. It never happened again. And it happened for years before this. But I'm going to bring this down just because I think a lot of us actually met. There's going to be people there that'll be there on October 1st. No kidding. We met at Mouse Fest in 2008 and we still are friends. And I think that is so cool. So this kind of stuff, and the thing I want to say is, come up and just say hi, and the thing is, I'm terrible with names. I will say that up front. I have this thing in my brain. I can't remember names very well, but please do come up and say hi. Let's get a selfie. Don't be shy for that. We love doing selfies. I remember when I went down in 2008 to Mouse Fest, I was a huge fan of WW Today, and like Matt Hotchberg, Lynn Testa, Mike Newell, Mike Scopa. Thought they were rock stars. Like, I remember, like, I saw them and I'm like, because they were doing meets during that weekend. And I was so like nervous to go say hi to them. But I finally said hi to Matt Hotchberg and they were doing a meet. And like, he was like so cool. Like, I just listened to the show and I love the show. But we didn't hang out or anything. We just talked for 5 minutes. And then I talked to Scopa and Len and Mike Newell. And it was so cool because what I found out was they were just Disney fans like me. And it was great. So come up and say, hey, we're not doing anything. It's super important. We're just hanging out. We're just down there to see some fireworks, ride some rides, eat some food, and have a good time. So, I mean, don't you agree, Scott? Just come by, say hi, and let's chat it up.
That's some of the best things. Like, I've, not to get all sappy. I know we're just trying to close the episode, but we, obviously I wouldn't have never met you if it wasn't from the show. Hundreds of friends, that I consider like really close, personal, great friends now because of the show too. So, I just love it. And I just love listening to listeners of the show. So always feel free to come by. Like, even if I'm not with Mike, I've had people come up to me, Mike, even without you, and say, oh, you're Scotty G from the BOGP podcast. Like, it just like cracks me up, man. But I just love it. So like, if you see me, like, just look for the guy wearing like the polo and like a Mickey golf hat usually. And that's me. So happy to say hello and hang out.
That's right. And shout out to Michelle, because she's in that. We have a picture of a bunch of us, not a bunch of us, because I mean, we were brand new back then. We got a picture over by, it's Memento Mori, over by, and it wasn't Memento Mori back then. It was just, I don't even know what it was back then. It was like a little, was it empty? I can't remember. It was like a store that is now Memento Mori. It's like Jackie Damon, Keith Black, Michelle, Jay Griffith. I mean, there's probably like 20 of us. Michelle's there. And yeah, she says she still has her Mouse Fest lanyard. So that's it. I'm telling you, like, I'm not kidding. From 2008, we're still friends. And that's what this weekend's about. Yeah. And Chris says, pour one out for the old WWJ. I agree. Those are the best. You never know. And if you haven't ever noticed, our show is kind of modeled after that one. Listener questions on Wednesday. Just saying, I had to keep that going. I loved it. Anyway, we're going to get out of here, but of course we'll have the Monday, Wednesday, Friday shows. This one comes out on the feed on Thursday. We'll have another show on Monday. We're not missing any shows because we're down there. We obviously won't have a call-in show next Sunday because it's live, so it's really hard to do. We're down at Walt Disney World. We won't have one the next Sunday either because I'm going to be dog tired. I'll hopefully not be driving home from Chicago. Hopefully I'll be riding shotgun because my wife's going. So I hope I don't have to, dude. I hope I don't have to drive home from Chicago. That's the most boring ride. She should drive. You might have to call her and be like, "Look, drive my boy home. He ran 26 miles."
I'll come pick you up. I'm not far away from Chicago.
I'll be like Joliet Jake. Anyway, all right, we are going to get out of here. Have a great week for everybody traveling this week. Have a safe flight down. Have a safe train ride. Have a safe drive down, and we'll see you this week down there at some point. But come up, say hey. But until then, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. Yeah, Kevin, we just talked about it. Sorry, I didn't cut you off. My internet went totally kaput. I had to reboot the router, or as a podcast I listen to, the guys from England, he calls it the router. I had to reboot the router. So Kevin, we'll just next time we do it in 2-3 weeks, we'll talk. So I apologize for that. So, all right, we are going to get out of here. But oh, Scott, I was going to ask you. I don't know if do you want to record with us? Pam's not here this week. It'll just be me and Ricky.
Yeah, yeah. If you want me to, I
do want you to. Yes.
You don't want to be the you and Ricky show?
No, it'll be more fun. Oh, and let me ask you this. Do you have any old Burn Bombs guides?
I don't think I do.
Dang.
What was that what you're going to try to do for one of the shows?
I want to do one of those shows because like when I was cleaning out all that stuff to find the stuff to get the thing I need for Friday, I found like old Burn Bombs guides from like 2003, 2005, and we did that show about a few. I got to leave this before I lose it. I'm just asking to lose the show, but it's got like the hot tips, and I want to do another one of those for Friday. But we could do something else. We could do that.
I don't have any. Sorry.
Hey, what's today's date? September. Let me save this real quick. 26th. I'm about to sneeze too. On edit. Okay, so what should we do? Okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow, like via text. Yeah. But think about something good for October 1st.
Okay.
It's come out on the 1st. It's gotta be something good.
All right, I'll think of something good.
Oh, Chris says I'm gonna love the Chicago Marathon. Well, I'd love it if I wear a Yadier Molina jersey. I'll get eggs thrown at me.
All right, I'm gonna go get something to eat.
Okay. Yeah, I already have my Taco Bell. I'll see you guys.
All right, bye.
Yeah, bye.